Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss the line by line analysis of the poem My Mother at 66. In my earlier video, I have discussed about the poet and about the theme of the poem. And today here I am going to analyze line by line from your poem for your better understanding. So here I am going to read out. In the beginning, here is a brief description about the poet. So Kamala Das, she was born in 1934 and died in 2009, which I have already mentioned. So she was born in Malabar, Kerala. So Kamala Dasor জন্ম ক'ত হৈছিলে কেৰালা ৰাজ্যৰ মেলাবাৰ নামৰ ঠাইত তাইৰ জন্ম হৈছিল. She is recognized as one of the India's foremost poets. তেওঁ ভাৰতবৰ্ষৰ এক অগ্ৰগণ্য কবি হিচাপে পৰিচিত. Her works are known for their originality, versatility and the indigenous flavor of the soil. কমলা দাসৰ লিখনিবোৰত আমি কি পাওঁ? নতুনত্ব, নিপুণতা আৰু মাটিৰ সুবাস, means the soil of the country. That thing we are get in Kamala Das writing. So Kamala Das has published many novels and short stories in English and Malayalam under the name Madhubikutti. So Kamala Das is the famous author both in English and in Malayalam literature also. So when she writes in English, she is known as a Kamala Das, and when she writes in Malayali literature, she writes under the pen name that is Madhubikutti. And some of her works in English include the novel Alphabet of Lust, a collection of short stories, Padmavati the Harlot, and other stories, in addition to 5 books of poetry. She is a sensitive writer who captures the complex subtleties of human relationship in lyrical idiom. So as example, My Mother at 66. So Kamala Das এজন স্পৰ্শকাতৰ লিখক, যিয়ে মানুহৰ জীৱনৰ জুট লগা সম্বন্ধবোৰ পৈতৃক ভাষাত বিশেষভাৱে প্ৰেজেণ্টেশ্যন কৰি তুলি ধৰা বিধৰ কবি আছিল. So যেনে মানুহৰ জীৱনৰ জটিল সম্বন্ধ, তাৰে এটা এক্সাম্পল হিচাপে আমাৰ সন্মুখত বৰ্তমান কি কবিতা আছে? My Mother at 66. So here I'm going to read out the poem. So before reading the poem, you see here one question is left for the reader, that is, aging is a natural process. Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? So this question is for us or to the reader. Aging is a natural process. We cannot stop over on it. But in real sense, what our parents expect from their children, or what the elders expect from the junior, do we ever thought about all those? This question is connected with the present poem. So sometimes what happens, though we know that our parents would be hurt if they know the reality, in that case what happens, sometimes we act ourselves, we pretend ourselves, though internally we are hurt, though internally we are suffering in such kind of huge problem. At that moment we cannot disclose all those to our parents. So it is our duty to also that something should be stopped just beyond ourselves, not to express before the other. and that thing is happening inside the poem. So here, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, I saw my mother beside me, Dodge, open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the married children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, one pale as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood's fear. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. So you see, in my first video I told you the poem is written in the style of reverses without full stop. The poem is written in a long sentence, no rhyming scheme. So this type of poem is known as the style of reverses. And in this poem the poet used simile, repetition, symbolism, imagery also. So the simile like the late winter's moon, symbolism like the sprinting trees, corpse, imagery, all those poetic devices the poet used here. So here you see, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. So the poet had gone to her hometown to visit her mother. Now she is already a married woman, so she visited to her parents once, and after staying some days again she need to go back to her Low's home. So on Friday morning, you see, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. So on Friday morning she was returning. Where she was returning? She was returning to her husband home. At that moment she was driving to the airport at Cochin along with her mother. I saw my mother beside me. At that moment her mother had accompanied her to the airport to see her off. So when they were togetherly driving with their personal car, at that moment Kamala Das saw her mother sat just beside her. And what was the physical action of Kamala Das' mother at that moment? She was Dodge, open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Corpse means dead body. Dodge means slightly sleeping. And what she was doing, what the mother was doing at the time, she was sleeping with her open-mouthed. And instantly what happened? When the poet turned to her old mother, the poet showed that her mother had dozed off and her mouth was slightly open, and her face was pale and lifeless, just like a dead person's face, means corpse. Kamala Das' mother looks exactly like the dead body because she was shrunken. Her face looked very pale, lifeless. She was lacking shine and strength of the youth, because it is quite natural that at the age of the 66, so that charm, that shine is lost somewhere due to the effect of the aging. So it is quite natural. But what happened? And realized with pain that she was as old as she looked. So after looking at her mother, the poet is pained She was much pained, she was much hurt to see her mother's face, which is an image of aging and decay. It means the poet sensed that her mother become too old and she would be die very soon. The concept of separation, the concept of death of her mother ultimately brings to her very much pain and ache to the poet. So now the poet is very disturbed and alarmed to see the condition of her mother. So again and again the separation thinking has created to her mind, and she was disturbed. So to distract her mind, what she did, you see here, looked, but soon put that thought away and look out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. So to distract from the thinking of her mother, finally the poet looked outside. Actually, to change her thought, she looked outside. Then what she noticed? She noticed that the last green trees which are speeding away in the opposite direction, means the trees are sprinting. Why the trees are sprinting? Because the car is running very fastly. So the Kamala Das noticed that the trees are passes at a fast pace behind their car. She also see that the merry children spilling out of their homes. At the same time, she also sees a group of children who are coming out of their home in a jiffy. So the children were very happily coming out of their homes for playing. That thing also the poet noticed outside of the car. And here the children represents the exuberance and vigor of youth. And perhaps all those imagery, the imagery as well as the symbolism like young sprinting trees, merry children, these things are ultimately make the poet nostalgic, as all those symbolism remind the poet of the time when her mother was young, because once her mother also young, but presently she is too old woman, and that is happening only because of aging is a natural process. Nobody can stop over once growing here. And once the poet's mother also very young, very energetic, exactly like the sprinting trees, exactly like all those children, but now all those things are absent in the sight of the poet. And the children and the sprinting trees' youthness is a contrast to her mother's senility and declining years. So the poet ultimately what found outside of the car? The life, hope, happiness. And inside the car, what the poet noticed? That decay, shrunken omen, which she compared with the dead body. So like that, what happened? First of all, she noticed her mother, then she compared her mother with the dead body. She mentioned here the status and the physical looks of her mother. She looked very pale, she looked very obscure, she looked like decay and death. and then what happened? Again another one thought developed to the poet's mind. That is what, to distract her mind, she looked outside of the car. Then she noticed that the merry children and the young sprinting trees. To both the young sprinting trees and the merry children, they are the spontaneous overflow of the life. But inside the car, there is the absence of all those things in the sight of the mother. So in that way, only after observing her mother, her thought has been developed one after another. Then what happened, you see? But after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I look again at her, one pale as a late winter's moon. You see, finally the poet reached at the airport. After reaching at the airport, the poet has to pass with so many formalities like luggage checking, boarding, etc. After all, airport is impersonal places where have the formalities. So after completing all those formalities, again after this going through the security check, the poet, now she is standing a few years away from her mother. Then what happened? Once again she looks at her mother. At that moment she noticed that I look again at her, one pale as a late winter's moon. So when she looks back to her mother just before bidding the goodbye, at that time she noticed that, and at the same time she compared her mother's status with the winter's moon. You see how the mother looks at that moment. Her mother's looks very lifeless and very deteriorating, faded face, which seems dull and colorless like a late winter's moon. So winter is the last season among the four, and old age is also the last part of human life. So winter and old age, there is a quite comparison between them because both are the last phase in their own sector. So Kamala Das' mother at the age of 66, now she is grown too old, and she also look very dim, very wan, very colorless, very pale. So and during the winter season, moon also look very wan, very dim, very colorless. It's look very pale. So they cannot give the full bloom during the winter season due to the fog. And here Kamala Das' mother also lost her shine and strength due to the effect of the old age. So instantly the poet compared her mother, her colorless and dull face, with the late winter's moon. Then what happened, you see, and felt that all familiar ache. What is all familiar ache? That is my childhood fears. So what is the poet's childhood fears? Since childhood, the poet is afraid of losing her mother. You see, when a child, so we all have to cross that period in our own life. From our personal experience, if we say or if we notice that a child is always connected with her or his mother, they have a compassionate love between a mother and a children. So being a child, Kamal does also much attachment with her mother. So at that moment also she was afraid to lose her mother, means she was always afraid to lose her mother company. So after reaching at the airport and after going through the security check, just before bidding the goodbye to her mother, when she again looked back to her mother, at that moment she noticed again that her mother became very lifeless, very faded, very dull, very shrunken. So then she compared with the late winter's moon. So in literature, the word winter is basically to mention it basically it means death and decay. So and Kamala Das' mother's status also in present in she also the she also the symbol of death and decay, so that she compare her mother. And then what happened? By standing on the same spot, now she became the nostalgic. She remembered her childhood fear, and that fear is what? To lose her mother, to lose the company of her mother. That fear again comes back to her mind. So this is another one development thinking which arose in the poet's mind. Then what she did, but all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. You see here. So once again, what happened? The poet is pained on seeing her mother's condition, deteriorating condition, and that condition ultimately torn apart to Kamala Das. She was feared of whether she would see her mother alive another time. First of all, she back to her childhood life, childhood fear, that is, one day I would lose my mother. So if I would lose the company of my mother, then what happened? That thinking, the past thinking, she comparatively, that past thinking again haunting to the poet's mind. And by standing there again, she compared her childhood fear and the present fear which is going on in her mind. So presently what happened? She noticed and she realized that her mother is too old and she would be die at very soon. So that thinking and again make her disturbs at the airport. But what she did? She puts away such despondent thoughts and very optimistically bids her mother goodbye, saying, Amma, see you soon. She smiles reassuringly at her mother and keeps smiling at her cheerfully. So though she knew the reality that her mother would be no more from if she visit next time, but she is helpless here. She could not do anything because she has to go back to her laws, because she has the promises and she has the responsibility. So this is the most complex relationship the poet highlight here. So as I mentioned, the poem is about what? Complex subtleties of human relationship. So a human relationship means the most complex relationship is what? Mother and daughter. So here daughter, you see, she know the reality, she know that her mother condition is not good, though, even though she assured her mother with the smiling face and with the word, see you soon, Amma. So this is the explanation of the poem. I hope you get an idea. So here you see, as I have told you, here the poet used some poetic devices like simile, repetition, symbols and imagery. So with what are the simile? That is, I am going to inform you. See, her face ashen like that of a corpse. Wan and pale as a late winter's moon. Simile is used non-living thing to with human being. So this is called the simile here. So you see, the poet's mother is compared with the corpse. Corpse means the dead body, and wan and pale, late winter's moon. So these are the simile the poet used in this poem. And repetition, that is also another one poetic device which the poet used here. That is what? Put the thought away. You see, she was as old, she looked, but soon put that thought away. Put that thought away. In this line, again the same line she repeated. What she repeated? Thought away. Then again another one she repeated. That is what? Smile and smile. So these words are repeatedly used in this poem. So repetition is another one poetic device which the poet used in this poem. And third is what? Symbols and imagery. Symbols like sprinting trees, young sprinting trees, and merry children spilling. Merry children spilling and young sprinting trees. These are the symbols and imagery. And the winter's moon. Winter's moon is not only simile, it is also used as a symbols and imagery in this poem. So this is the explanation, a short explanation in English. Now I'm going to explain a little bit in Assamese language for your better understanding about the poem. You see, at a particular মানে শুক্ৰবাৰৰ দিনা কবিয়ে নিজ মাক দেউতাকৰ ঘৰৰ পৰা কোচিন এয়াৰপৰ্টলৈ গাড়ী চলাই গৈ আছিল. So driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. So one particular Friday morning কবিয়ে নিজৰ মাকক গাড়ীৰ ভিতৰত একেলগে বহাই লৈ কোচিন এয়াৰপৰ্টলৈ গৈ আছিল. তাই নিজৰ গিৰিয়েকৰ ঘৰৰ পৰা মাকৰ ঘৰলৈ ফুৰিব আহিছিল আৰু এটা শুক্ৰবাৰৰ দিনা মৰ্নিং তাই আকৌ ৰিটাৰ্ণ বেক যোৱাৰ কাৰণে কোচিং এয়াৰপৰ্টলৈ গৈছিল. সেই সময়ত মাকেও তাইৰ লগত এয়াৰপৰ্টলৈকে চিঅফ কৰিবলৈ গৈছিল. সেই সময়ত কবিয়ে কি দেখা পাইছিল? I saw my mother beside me, Dodge, open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse. কবিয়ে কি দেখা পাইছিল? তেওঁৰ মাক তেওঁৰ কাষত বহি গৈছিল. তো তাইৰ মাক গাড়ীত বহাৰ লগে লগে শুই পৰিছিল. তো শুই পৰা মাকজনীৰ মুখখন কেনেকুৱা আছিলে? তাই অকণমান মুখখন মেল খাই আছিল. অকণমান মুখখন মেল খাই তাই লাহেকৈ শুই পৰিছিল গাড়ীৰ ভিতৰত. So গাড়ীত উঠাৰ লগে লগে মুখ অকণমান খুলি শুই পৰা, এইটোৱে কি ইণ্ডিকেশ্যন দিয়ে যে she is too weak due to the effect of aging. And তাইৰ চেহেৰাটো কেনেকুৱা হৈ গৈছিল? Her face ashen like that of a corpse. তাইৰ চেহেৰাবোৰ হেতা আৰু হালধীয়া বৰণৰ দেখাত হৈছিল আৰু প্ৰায় ছাইৰ দৰে দুখৰ যেন লাগিছিল, মানে এক্সেক্টলি লাইক ডেড বডি. যেতিয়া এজন মানুহৰ মৃত্যু হয় তেওঁৰ চেহেৰাৰ তেওঁৰ ফেচৰ কালাৰটো এছলৈ ট্ৰান্সফৰ্ম হয়. এক্সেক্টলি কবিৰ মাকে জীৱিত আছিল যদিও বা তাৰ চেহেৰাত কিহৰ প্ৰভাৱ পৰিছিলে? এটা ছাই মানে অস্পষ্ট, আনক্লিয়াৰ, এইটোৰ এটা ইফেক্ট পৰিছিল. কিহৰ কাৰণে? তেওঁ বয়সৰ কাৰণে. তেওঁ বয়স হোৱাৰ বাবে এইটো ছাপ তাইৰ চেহেৰাত দেখা গৈছিল. তেওঁৰ বয়স কিমান আছিলে? 66 ইয়াৰ্ছ হৈছিল আৰু তেওঁ প্ৰায় এটা মৃতদেহৰ দৰে হৈ পৰিছিল. সেইকাৰণে কবিয়ে তাৰ নিজৰ মাকক ইয়াত কৰ্পছ মানে ডেড বডিৰ লগত তুলনা কৰিলে. Then and realized with pain that she was as old as she looked, but soon put that thought away. তো তেওঁৰ মাকৰ এনে ধৰণৰ চেহেৰাই কবিৰ অন্তৰত বৰ দুখ দিছিল. তেওঁ দেখিছিল যে তেওঁৰ বৃদ্ধ মাকে চিন্তাত বিভোৰ হৈ আছিল. তো কি কৰিলে কবিয়ে তাৰপিছত? Put the thought away and look out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. তো কবিয়ে নিজৰ মাকৰ সেই দুখ লগা চেহেৰা, মাকৰ অৱস্থা যে মাক যে অতি সোনকালে মৰিব গৈ আছে, তেওঁৰ যেতিয়া দ্বিতীয়বাৰ মাকৰ ঘৰলৈ আহিব সম্ভৱ, মাকক জীৱিত অৱস্থাত পোৱা নাযাব, সেইখিনি ভাৱনাই কবিক বাৰে বাৰে দুখ আৰু চিন্তা দি আছিলে. তো নিজৰ মাইণ্ডক ডিষ্ট্ৰেক্ট কৰাৰ কাৰণে কবিয়ে এইবাৰ কি কৰিলে? বাহিৰলৈ চালে. গাড়ীৰ খিৰিকী দি বাহিৰলৈ তেওঁ চালে. তো বাহিৰা জগতখনত কবিয়ে কি দেখা পালে? দ্য লাইফ, ফুল অফ লাইফ আৰু ফুল অফ একশ্যন নেৰে ভৰা জীৱন দেখা পালে. কাৰ দ্বাৰা? এই সৰু সৰু ল'ৰা ছোৱালীৰ দ্বাৰা, থ্ৰু দ্য মেৰি চিলড্ৰেন. একেটা সময়তে কবিয়ে কি দেখা পালে? য়াং স্প্ৰিণ্টিং ট্ৰিজ মিনছ সৰু সৰু গছবোৰে গাড়ীৰ পিছলৈ দৌৰি যোৱাৰ নিচিনা গৈ থকা দেখা পাইছিল সো এই দৌৰি যোৱা গছ-গছনি আৰু সৰু ল'ৰা ছোৱালীবোৰৰ মাজত কবিয়ে দেখা পাইছিলে জীৱন শক্তি আনন্দ আৰু বাঢ়ি যোৱাৰ চিহ্ন কবিয়ে দেখা পাইছিল তো সেই সময়ত কবিয়ে কি কৰিছিল নিজৰ মাকৰ বৰ্তমান ষ্টেটাছ বা কণ্ডিশ্যন মাকৰ অৱস্থাৰ লগত কম্পেয়াৰ কৰাৰ কাৰণে এইবোৰ চিমিলি কবিয়ে ইয়াত ইউজ কৰিছিল যে গাড়ীৰ ভিতৰত কবিয়ে কি দেখা পাইছিলে মৃত্যু আৰু গাড়ীৰ বাহিৰত কবিয়ে কি দেখা পাইছিল জীৱন তাৰ মানে মাকৰ হাতত যে একেবাৰে জীৱন নাই সেই কথাষাৰ কবিয়ে ভালকৈ ইয়াত ৰিয়েলাইজ কৰিব পাৰিছিল আৰু যোনটো মাকৰ পৰা আঁতৰি যোৱাৰ সেপাৰেশ্যন হোৱাৰ মাকক হেৰুৱাৰ বেদনাই আমনি দিয়াৰ বাবে কবিয়ে বাহিৰলৈ চাই জীৱন দেখা পাই অলপ সময়ৰ কাৰণে নিজক সান্তনা দিছিল আৰু কবিয়ে নিজৰ মাকৰ এজিং অৱস্থাটো দেখা পাই নিজৰ লৈ she think about herself also that one day I would also become old so old age the future of old is what means very soon that person would be die means in front the door of death so that thinking arose in the poet's mind then what happened but after the airport security check standing a few yards away I looked again at her wan pale as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache my childhood's fear but all I said was see you soon amma all I did was smile and smile and smile so finally কবি বিমানবন্দৰত গৈ পালে এয়াৰপৰ্টত সো বিমানবন্দৰত যোৱাৰ পিছত সিকিউৰিটিয়ে তাইক চেক কৰিলে লাগেজবোৰ চেক কৰা হ'ল আৰু বাকি ফৰ্মেলিটিজবোৰ কবিয়ে সম্পূৰ্ণ কৰিলে কবিয়ে গোটেইখিনি সম্পূৰ্ণ কৰাৰ পিছত কি কৰিলে আকৌ নিজৰ মাকলৈ ঘূৰি চাইছিল তো সেই সময়ত কবি জাস্ট মাকৰ পৰা means she was standing just a few years away তো অলপ কেইবা গছ মানে আঁতৰত থিয় হৈ আছিল কবি সেই সময়ত তো মাকৰ পিনে চাই মাকৰ বিৱৰণ দিলে কবিয়ে কি ধৰণে then her mother looked very pale মানে pale means হালধীয়া বৰণৰ চেহেৰা কোৱা হয় pale তো মাকৰ চেহেৰা কেনেকা ধৰণৰ লাগিছিল হালধীয়া বৰণৰ চেহেৰা তো তেওঁ সেই চেহেৰাটো দেখাৰ পিছত পুনৰ কবিৰ মনত বহুত দুখ হ'ল তেওঁ আকৌ দুখিত হ'ল আৰু কবিয়ে লগে লগে তেওঁ মাকৰ মুখৰ হালধীয়া বৰণক কাৰ লগত কম্পেয়াৰ কৰিলে উইন্টাৰছ মুন মানে শৰৎকালৰ শেষ চন্দ্ৰৰ বিবৰ্ণ ৰূপৰ লগত তুলনা কৰিছে সো উইন্টাৰ সিজনত কি হয় উইন্টাৰ সিজনত চন্দ্ৰৰ উজ্জ্বলতা ইতিমধ্যে হেৰাই যায় কিহৰ কাৰণে ডিউ টু দ্য ফগ কুঁৱলীৰ কাৰণে অস্পষ্ট চন্দ্ৰই নিজৰ সম্পূৰ্ণ লাইট প্ৰকাশ কৰিব নোৱাৰে অস্পষ্ট এটা লাইট বিলায় তো কবিয়ে দেখিলে মাকৰ সেই মুখৰ হালধীয়া বৰণক কবিয়ে উইন্টাৰছ মুনৰ লগত কম্পেয়াৰ কৰিলে এণ্ড সেম টাইমত কবিৰ মনত আকৌ কি ভাৱনা উঠাই হ'ল কবিৰ বাল্যকালৰ এটা দুখ আৰু বেদনা আকৌ তাৰ মনত জন্মিলে তো বাল্যকাল এই সৰু বাল্যকালৰ পৰা কবিৰ মনত এটা ভয় আছিলে সেই ভয় ভাৱনাটো কি আছিলে যে সেই বাল্যকালৰ ভাৱনাটোৱে কবিক পুনৰ হেঁচা মাৰি ধৰিলে আৰু সেই বাল্যকালৰ ভয়টো কি আছিলে যে মই এদিন মোৰ মাক হেৰুৱাম সো সেই মাকক হেৰুৱাৰ বেদনা মই এদিন মোৰ মাকৰ পৰা আঁতৰি যাম সেই বেদনাই কবিক আকৌ কি কৰিলে আকৌ দুখ দিয়াৰ চেষ্টা কৰিলে তেওঁক আকৌ যন্ত্ৰণা দিয়াৰ আৰম্ভ কৰিলে কিন্তু but all I said was see you soon amma all I did was smile and smile and smile কিন্তু কবিয়ে কি কৰিলে নিজক নিয়ন্ত্ৰণ কৰি ললে নিজৰ দুখ প্ৰকাশ কৰি মাকক নেদেখুৱালে নিজক কন্ট্ৰোল কৰি ললে ইনষ্টেন্টলি আৰু তেওঁ কি কৰিলে যোৱাৰ আগে আগে হাঁহি মুখেৰে মাকৰ পৰা বিদায় ললে তো হাঁহি হাঁহি তেওঁ অৱশেষত মাকৰ পৰা বিদায় লৈ গুচি গ'ল আকৌ তেওঁ কি কৈ থৈ গুচি গ'ল মাকক তো পুনৰাই সোনকালে লগ পোৱাৰ ইচ্ছা প্ৰকাশ কৰিলে মিন সি ইউ সুন আম্মা তো মা আমি অতি সোনকালে আকৌ লগ পাই আছোঁ এই কথাষাৰ মাকৰ আগত প্ৰকাশ কৰিলে আৰু হাঁহি হাঁহি মাকৰ পৰা বিদায় লৈ তেওঁ পুনৰাই নিজৰ হাজবেণ্ডৰ ঘৰলৈ গুচি গ'ল সো এইখিনিয়ে হ'ল কবিতাৰ এক্সপ্লেনেশ্যন যেহেতু মই তোমালোকক অলৰেডি কোৱেশ্চন এনচাৰো দি দিলোঁ তো আজি মই এক্সপ্লেনেশ্যন দিলোঁ তোমালোকে আশা কৰোঁ বুজিছা আৰু কবিতাটো নিজে পঢ়িবা এবাৰ কিবা প্ৰব্লেম যদি হয় then you can contact me for today. I'm stop here.